Alright, so yesterday I did not say anything about the new upcoming essences. I wanted everyone to sink in the information about the upcoming new legendary essences before I shared my own opinion. And so today I will be sharing my opinion here for the wizard. What do I think about the wizard? Before I start, this is going to be my personal opinion. But what it feels like to me now is that Wizard is going to be more of a class that can provide the support for the other classes inside of the game in PvE or PvP. PvE you can still be very aggressive. PvE is not all that hard nowadays. You have a ton of damage and there are some good builds for the wizard, but none of those builds will be getting changed what I have seen with these essences. So in PvE, most of the builds are going to remain same unless you want to drop the damage to have some more crowd control abilities. Anyhow, more of this is going to be focused for PvP if the meta of the wizard is going to change in PvP. In my opinion, few of the builds might come back, like the Thistle Bloom with the meteor, the ice meteor. You can freeze the enemy and follow up with the Ray of Frost, dealing some more critical hit damage with the Ray of Frost. Those can be a new build. But anyhow, let's dive into everything that is new here for the wizard class, starting with the offhand. First off, yesterday when I was reading this, it sounded much better, but then I sat down later yesterday and started reading again. The immobilize that we're getting from the electrocute here is not going to be all that great. You can immobilize your enemy for 2 seconds and it cannot occur more often than every 3 seconds. Now that sounded good before I realized immobilize does not mean that your enemy cannot attack back. It only means that they won't able to move. This can be good for the large rails where they don't want you to run away from them so they can finish you off, but for low and mid resonance wizard they will have better option to go for more damage from the offhand still. Anyhow, if we go and look for the next new SN, that is going to be from a chess piece for Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost now dissipate into a cloud of frost against the first enemy it hits, dealing damage and chilling or nearby enemies. Now this could have been much better if this was also freezing the first target that it hit, like how the magma is working for the wizard. The first target the magma hit, it stunned that, and chip of Stormflash also applied to that target. But it seems like your Ray of Frost won't be a channeling skill anymore, and more like a skill that you can use every 12 seconds. It will have a stronger beam that goes and hit the first target and do some AoE damage, chilling everyone around. Now I don't know how much damage this thing is going to be doing, but I doubt it will be better than channeling the Ray of Frost yourself and chilling enemies yourself. Usually the channeling skills are much better, but we have to see how powerful this is going to be. In my opinion, it won't be all that great. Anyhow, next is going to be Pants, and it is for the new skill Frost Field. This is actually looking good, I won't lie. Frost Field now also shatter enemy armor, increasing the damage they take by 10% for 5 seconds. Now these values are with no mastery levels. As you increase your mastery level, legendary SN mastery, I believe the damage is going to be increased from 10%, so you might even get 18% or maybe up to 30% damage increase on mastery level 3. I'm not sure about that yet, but mastery is going to increase the damage of the frost field. This skill is going to be very powerful even in PvP, but then the issue will remain when you cast the frost field. There is this time period where it takes some milliseconds before it activates, and in that time the enemy player can get away from the frost field AoE and easily dodge it. But if you can hit the enemy with this, then this will do some really big damage and will be good for a team play. Anyhow, next is going to be shoulder ray of frost. Again, this is actually looking the best in my opinion. Ray of frost critical hit chance is increased by 35% against frozen enemies. I know that it is frozen enemies, and that is why I was talking about maybe we will see the thistle bloom coming back. You can combine that with the ice meteor, instantly freezing the enemies, and following up with the ray of frost. It will have insane amount of critical hit chance, and that critical hit chance, I believe so, will be increased from the legendary mastery as well. I won't be surprised if we see this going up than 50% or maybe 65% critical hit chance with ray of frost against the frozen enemies, and so this can be really good with the control freezing builds for the wizard. Now I won't be surprised if the builds will come back. And if we go and look for the next two essences, it seems like they are both for the slow time. Main hand is for the slow time that reduce its cooldown by 15%, and then we have a headpiece here for the slow time. Slow time now release a temporal ring that expand out from your location, incapacitating enemies struck by the ring for a few seconds or until they take damage. This is not going to be all that great. They will just get rooted from this, not able to do any action, but as soon as they take any sort of damage, they will be released. And so again, this is just a good skill, or it will be just a decent skill to stop the movement and the action of your enemy for a split second, and that's it. And as soon as they take the damage, they will be free to do as they please, run away or fight back. And like I said at the very beginning of the video, it seems like the wizard is going to be more of a support class now in PvP, able to control the enemy movement so the teammates can finish them off or fight back. A really decent amount of control abilities are being added here, which will be good to help your teammates against doing some objectives in PvP. Anyhow, I'm signing off. Let me know in the comment section down below what do you guys think of these new essences and the visit itself. And I'll see you guys later with something else. Until then, take care and have a great day.